Welcome, one and all, to the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast for our previews and predictions for AEW Full Gear. I am your King of Extreme, Phil KOE, the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes you the podcast cower, the prince and potentate of the political parlance, and one damn handsome man, if I do say so myself, Phil KOE, right here at the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, which you can find, of course, on YouTube and Spotify. If you're not on both, what are you doing, folks? Can you even call yourself a wrestling fan? And folks, your King of Extreme, Phil KOE, which you can find at KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch, am joined this evening by my indomitable broadcast partners, all the way from the Sodak Tundra himself, the one, the only.
Sitting in a really, really warm house with a nice fire behind me, I am Chicken, your soon-to-be 10-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion. Good to be here, fellas. I'm excited for this one.
There's a handful of matches to be excited about. MJF is on the show. Sting and Jeff Jarrett are on the show. Some people we've heard of. Danhausen is on the show. So yeah, there's a couple of reasons. There's gonna be an Eddie Kingston bathroom break. Don't worry, folks. It's gonna be happening. But before we get into that, I am joined by the one, the only, the reigning, a defending 14-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion. He's one off from tying Ric Flair himself, folks. The one, the only, the triple distilled, non-chill filtered, needing no ice or watering down whatsoever. The blend master himself.
Hey, it's Tony fucking G. Almost 3 minutes in, I finally got to say something. Thanks, guys. Yes, it is I, the 14-time
You're
champion.
welcome.
That's a pretty good intro.
Chill filtered, Tony fucking G. Like, share, subscribe, and yes, it is time for AEW Full Gear. And I'm gonna level with you folks. As soon as we hit the live button, my second screen just went dark. So
Tony was like, "Well, what do I do about
I got
this?"
the comments.
Good luck.
Okay, thanks, bud.
All right, thank Christ.
I'm gonna work my ass off here to get everything pulled back up that I just had. So,
Yep.
If you guys want to start talking about the pre-show, we'll
Yes,
get into it.
Sure.
So, Chicken, could you list off the pre-show matches, sir?
So it sounds like we're gonna have Orange Cassidy, Best Friends, Rocky Romero, and Danhausen versus QT Marshall's Factory. And then after that, we're gonna get Eddie Kingston against Akiyama. And then for the World Title Eliminator Tournament, Brian Cage versus Ricky Starks in the semifinals.
You know, that's the best way to get your world champion over, is to have them go on the pre-show. That's how you get people over. So this is a prospective world champion. Is put him on the pre-show.
Yeah.
So, okay. So Chicken, for the tiebreakers, we'll just guess which way we want each match to go, and whoever's closest wins.
Yeah, it's a best 2 out of 3 tiebreaker. I like it. Let's do it.
I like it. So, all right, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Team Orange Cassidy and Danhausen all the fucking way.
Yeah, I wanted to pick that one, but I'll go against you on the QT. I'll pick QT Marshall. I'll lose that one for sure. I'll take.
I'll let you have Eddie Kingston. I don't even want to pick.
No. I'm gonna pick Ricky Starks in the other one, and then we can fight over Eddie Kingston.
No, I'm conceding him to you. You can have him. Please take him.
Okay, I'll take Eddie Kingston as well.
Okay, like I don't want to pick Eddie Kingston. Like I don't want to win that way. My God. And then the last match of who are the contenders here?
It was Brian Cage versus Ricky Starks was the other one.
Oh,
I took Ricky Starks.
Cage all fucking day.
Okay.
Okay, that was easy. So whoever wins that 2 out of 3 is the tiebreaker point between.
Phil, you've got Orange Cassidy, Danhausen, Cage, and who else?
And whoever the fuck Eddie Kingston is wrestling, it doesn't matter.
Akiyama, is that right?
Sure.
Yeah, it's
sure.
I can, yeah. Whoever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
So that's a pretty convoluted tiebreaker, but god damn it, guys, I like it. We don't have a whole hell of a lot to say about the pre-show. these are all thrown in. Make sure that we get everybody on the show from Tony Khan because he's so good at that, and a bunch of matches that don't matter.
Got a comment here from Uncle Harper. I think Mercedes Moan debuts at Full Gear, kept Sasha Banks plus trademarked her real name, making her a free agent. People that say, well, say what White did. Different. Not sure I'm following. Different is it wasn't his real name. No, this is not pre-recorded.
No, this is live.
We are live.
Yes, we are. Welcome to the show, by the way.
So with that, honestly, Tony Khan is the just Adderall-ridden king of debuting people. Whatever he does with them after the debut doesn't fucking matter because typically it's nothing. So I could see somebody big debuting.
I've got a new nickname that I'm debuting for Tony Khan right now. You remember Chicken, Mark Wahlberg, his original career?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tony Khan is, not only is he a Mark, he is Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Tony Khan is now Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. So there we go,
That's
folks.
fair.
I like it.
Yeah, so we're going to get some of that good vibrations of those debuts. We'll see, folks. But yeah, Marky Mark is, I got to agree with Tony on this. We're going to see some debut of somebody that we're going to have to act like is the biggest fucking deal in the universe tonight.
And it won't be.
Yeah, it's like, bring Goldberg down. That'll fucking get my attention. I mean, hell. I think he's free agent after. I think it's the end
He's still
of
got a
next
couple
year.
of matches he's got to do. For
No, he's done all the matches, but the contract expires at the end of this year, so he won't be here tonight, unfortunately. But next year, he's free agent,
Nice.
and Triple H is not exactly interested in signing him. But let's get to the matches that we actually have this evening. So, Chicken, where would you like to start off with this particular card on matches to predict?
Well, as soon
Sure.
as I get it pulled up.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm assuming Tony's still
Tony's
pulled up here.
desperately scrambling to get it pulled up.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know what happened on my end. That was really
Yeah,
fucking
but not Chicken.
cool. We're going to start here because this is the only one that's not on AEW's website for whatever fucking reason. So let's start here with the TBS Championship. We've got Jade Cargill, the champ, going up against de facto stole the belt, Nyla Rose.
Oh, I love those storylines. I always do.
Yeah. So we've got, Jade's still undefeated in AEW. Nyla Rose was a big deal at one time, and she's done nothing but cool off since then. So what are you guys thinking of this? Is this where Nyla finally kind of breaks that echelon, or does Jade continue her undefeated streak?
I'll let you go ahead, Chicken.
It's not going to be Nyla that puts an end to this. I don't know. As far as what few storylines I guess AEW has, Phil's not wrong. Some of these, like, oh, they stole your belt, rah! Like you're gonna have this like little feud.
It's simple, it's visual, and it makes sense.
They're short, they're sweet, and it's a feel-good moment when the champ, gets the belt back. And that's exactly what's going to happen tonight. Like if this was confidence points, I would put everything on this one being Jade.
Yeah, I can't disagree. This would be my highest confidence.
Like this was going to be one of my okay, who do you have and why is it Jade? Because Nyla Rose's moment was 2020 and they didn't pull the trigger on it right.
Yeah.
And so unfortunately, Nyla's just another one of the girls.
They're giving Jade Cargill the push that they were supposed to give Nyla Rose. Meanwhile, Nyla Rose has gotten beaten by
everyone,
Riho and Sheeta.
Everyone.
Yeah, everyone.
I mean, the janitor came down to the ring and got a couple pinfalls on Nyla. I mean, it didn't matter who the fuck it was. So, Nyla should have been given a King Kong Bundy smash over push. Okay? And there was a controversy there, but nobody wanted to take it. No. And so,
Well, that's all right, because this isn't going to be exactly match of the night anyway, and we've all got Jade.
No.
Surprise here. Yeah, this is going to be clunky. Jade's gotten better.
That was another reason Nyla needed to smash people over, is because she's kind of limited.
Very.
Okay? She needs to do the power moves and look like a monster. Jade is just, she's aging like fine wine. Okay, with each match, she gets so much better. And be frank, she's always been easy on the eyes. So, Jade.
Disagree.
Yeah, Jade all the way.
So, next up, we've got a lot of title matches because in AEW there are a lot of titles. So, we're going to move on over to.
God damn,
Are we
there
gonna
has
make a
been
new
lot
one
of
tonight?
titles here.
God, I hope not. Jesus, this match has 2 belts in it, and thank God only one is on the line.
Jesus
Which I don't
God!
get. Okay, hold on. Can we talk about that? Like, people are paying money to watch this, and only one of these belts are on the line.
Right.
Shouldn't that piss you off as a consumer? Like, am I
Well,
wrong here?
The fact that there's 2 belts to begin, why do we need 2 TV titles in one company that's supposedly 2? I don't.
And that tells you a lot about who's taking the pin in this one. So,
Well, I don't know who's going to take the pin, but I know who's going to win. So,
Yeah.
Who you guys got? Because I have a feeling mine's the same way.
I'll let you guys go first.
I got Wardlow.
Yeah,
I
it's
think I
Wardlow.
want Hobbs. I want Hobbs. It would be so great to have Hobbs win. But Hobbs is in this match specifically to take the pin because Joe can't take the pin and Wardlow's got to win. I don't think you pin your world TV champion. I just don't think you do it. Even though it's Ring of Honor, I get it. But
You know, everybody's saying Wardlow. I'm sorry. No, it's fine. It's fine. Everybody's saying Wardlow. Wardlow's the guy. But no, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the way to go is Samoa Joe. I mean,
do you think he's going to
the
be
big
holding 2
star.
belts up tonight?
You know, it would be a way to actually lend some credibility to the title again, because the TBS title, when Cody was holding it, it meant something, and it really hasn't meant much since. And so there's a reason why the TV title in ROH is on Joe, and then you give him the TV title, the TBS title here in AEW. That makes a pretty legitimate champion. So I'm going to go with Samoa Joe, mostly because he's the biggest star in this match. He's the person that most people know, and this allows Wardlow to go on to bigger, better things.
I really hope all 3 of us are wrong and Powerhouse Hobbs wins. It'd be fun.
God damn it, that'd be funny as shit.
You're picking Joe?
Yep, Samoa Joe.
I'll be damned, but I got Wardlow. They have effectively cooled his push down to nothing. After the MJF feud, they pushed Wardlow against security guards.
Basically.
So, yeah, he needs a big win over some respectable names. And I could see Hobbs taking the pin, but I honestly think it's going to be against Joe, because it's not like he loses the belt if he eats the pin. But I don't think it matters, because Wardlow's going to get the win easily.
I'm going with Joe.
All right.
I'm surprised.
Yeah,
All right.
that's a crazy pick there, but all right.
He's the star. He's the star power of the match. Why wouldn't they put the belt on him?
Well, let's talk about the trios title, because we have to. Let's get it out of the way. I think this is an absolute.
Remember back in the
disgusting-
backyard wrestling days when we thought this would be a good idea?
Yeah, it wasn't then, and it's definitely not now. This is such a slap in the face to everything that this company's done, because the Elite won the inaugural belts on the last show. And then they got into a fight with CM Punk, who's probably going to be gone.
And it looks like they won the spat with CM Punk, too.
Yeah, so their punishment was to be gone for like a month and a half, tops. Then they're going to come back, and they're going to get the belts back. That's how this is going to go. There's no way that the Elite doesn't get the belts back. Because they've decided. Tony Khan has decided who he wants to, put his money on in the horse race, and he's choosing the 3 guys that'll burn his company to the fucking ground, not the guy that would have actually kept them relevant.
Okay, I'm going to disagree with you guys, and I'm going to give it to the Death Triangle here.
What?
Because that's Tony Khan's way of saying, see, I punished them, so I made them lose a wrestling match.
I don't think.
To Tony Khan, he
way.
thinks that's a... So, all right, I'm going Death Triangle.
No, no, you stick with the Elite on this one. These guys have been gone for way too long. The crowd's gonna
Not long
weeks.
Yeah, not long enough. But yeah, this is gonna be a big deal, not only for the AEW hardcore fans that. Yeah, this is going to be like a little chubby that pops up, and they can't wait to see the Elite back on top here. So, yeah.
Okay.
Nightmare
this is fan service all the way.
Death Triangle,
Yeah,
sorry.
I can't really disagree.
Wrong match.
This is just... And I don't care about this match at all. I'm not interested.
I don't care about trio titles.
And it's going to take 20 minutes.
Well, yeah, that's the problem.
It's going to be a 20-minute... Now, I'm going to love it. I'm going to love this
I'm
match.
going to hate this match.
Because I love at least 5 of the people in this match. Pac guy can take or leave.
That's like one of the only ones I really like, but doesn't matter. Elite's going to win. Let's talk about this one for a moment. Sting and Darby
Sting's
Allin
in there. He wins.
versus Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. Is this 2017 TNA or what? This, I don't even know.
This is more like 2000 WCW.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, Jay Lethal's in there.
Now, granted, Darby would have been like one of the ring boys that like sets up the ring and shit.
Yeah.
But, I mean, okay, you want me to go first, guys?
By all means.
Okay. I think they realize that folks like Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett are some of the few folks that Sting is going to be comfortable working with. And so they want to have an extended program here. And so I think Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal take the W tonight.
Okay. Chicken.
No, Sting doesn't lose pay-per-views.
Yeah, I got to agree. It's going to be Sting and Darby.
Jeff Jarrett ain't lost a pay-per-view in AEW yet.
That's a valid point.
Yeah,
Phil.
even though he's just coming in, that doesn't mean Jeff Jarrett can't lose on his first time. So
I don't know, dude. You can't beat such star power like Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, this is probably you're on drugs, Phil.
Okay. Well, yeah, not much more to be said about that one. It's going to be an okay match when Darby and Lethal are in the ring. Other than that, we're just getting nostalgia for TNA.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be great.
I mean,
I'm going to be WCW marking out when Sting and Jarrett are in the ring. It's going to be great. I'm going to love every second of it. But
one I'm not going to love, the cage match between Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. So
it's going to be fucking probably one of my favorite matches of the night. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
This is going to be clunky and weird, and it's going to be a lot of fuckery with Christian on the outside. So
I'll let you guys go first.
So how does Christian get involved, and does he get the win for Luchasaurus getting involved, or does Jungle Boy somehow manage to pull off a win?
Well, let you go first, champ. What do you think?
Oh,
I know what I think.
Then I'll go first. You know what? I think the good guy's gonna win in the end. And I'm going to give this one to Jungle Boy for one of the feel-good moments of the night.
Okay, Phil's got Jungle Boy.
I also am going with Jungle Boy.
Yeah, I am too.
Oh, okay.
I actually expected...
You're thinking I was going to go with Luchasaurus?
I really did. I thought you were going to go with Luchasaurus, Phil.
I figured that was who you guys were going to go with because he's got Christian on the outside. You know what?
He's been getting kicked around forever.
Since you two are so sure, it's made me sure that I need to change my vote.
Okay.
And so I am changing it to Luchasaurus because he's got Christian with him. And so it's going to be chicanery, but Lucha's going to win.
Watch this be the 1 week that Tony Khan didn't take his Adderall. Right. And so Phil's going to be right on all of this.
I think this is going to be one of those instances of they're going to make Jungle Boy do a bunch of stuff that, yes, I agree, actually. Jack Perry is going to win this, for sure. And they're going to push him in a way that he somehow manages to knock Luchasaurus down. He's probably going to like do a Jimmy Snuka type move off the top, take out Luchasaurus. He'll somehow manage to make Christian Cage not able to distract. I don't know. He'll handcuff him to the cage or something. I don't know. It's going to be a bunch of weird stuff, but it'll look all bad for Jungle Boy for most of this, and then he'll somehow come out on top. Yeah, Jungle Boy all the way.
Lucha.
With or without a run-in. The run-in's going to be, there's 100% going to be a run-in, but, I mean, Cage is already going to be there, so. Yeah,
Christian Cage.
I don't know who else.
You think Christian Cage is going to let his understudy lose a cage match, T?
Yes, I do. Actually.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Right. I don't know. This one could go both ways. This one could be good because Jungle Boy, when he's on, he's really, really good. Luchasaurus he's got some kicks that are all right. Other than that, he's kind of a one-trick pony, take or leave.
What?
So, let's move along on to the next. Now, this one I am, honest to God, terrified for. Dr. Britt Baker versus Saraya, the former Paige. Now, I'll be frank. If she was cleared to wrestle, and they're taking it week by week, that already sounds sketchy as hell, in my opinion.
Mhm.
This woman probably should not be wrestling. I don't know what quack doctor cleared her. I hope to God this was legitimate.
Is there a title on the line? Is this the one match
no
of the night
title.
where they're... Oh,
No
wow,
title.
we got one tonight.
I know, one non-title match. Well, neither was the other one, but it was a cage match. But this one, Britt Baker's a good enough worker. I'm not overly concerned, but it doesn't have to be against an unsafe worker. It's just one thing could happen, and Saraya could be fucking paralyzed because that's in the shape that she's in. And she's not an old person. Like, she's still very young. That's the scary part of
I
this.
got a feeling this is going to be kind of like if The Undertaker came back today. Like, this is going to be that kind of match where it's like, wow, I've never seen a match so pillow soft. Like, that's my hope. I don't really even want to see her, like, getting body slammed and taking many bumps because it's not going to be as enjoyable.
This is going to be like watching Daniel Bryan when he came back to WWE.
And you were just terrified of every bump.
Guys, don't worry about it. There's going to be a doctor in the ring the whole time.
God damn.
Okay, you're fired.
Wow.
No, actually, I think I made that joke. When they made the announcement that Saraya was back, I'm like, who cleared her? Britt Baker?
With that one, Chicken, I think if our tiebreaker somehow becomes tied, I take the advantage there. If there's like a disqualification in one of the prelim show matches, I think I take the tie now for that.
Oh no, dad joke wins all the time. So
Jesus, that was
anyway. I'm taking Saraya. I'm going to be rooting for Britt Baker to just end this as quickly as possible for everything that Tony just said, but that's not going to happen. We know this is going to be scary, and they're going to put Saraya through hell, and somehow she's going to pull this off.
She just got cleared. She's back to wrestle. She's going to win. That's no.
Yep.
I think she's going to put over the up and coming talent. I think Saraya's going to be given a Rick Rude Awakening neck breaker, and then that'll be it. The 1, 2, 3. So I have Dr. Britt Baker. Maybe a brain buster.
Okay. Oh boy. All right. Moving along. Phil, God, I hope you're so wrong.
Can't believe this guy.
About everything you said.
It's a Rick Rude Awakening neck breaker. Oh my God.
All right, let's talk about the tag.
That'd be the biggest heel move of the night.
So we've got the champs, the Acclaimed, going up against the former champs, Swerve and Our Glory. Now, this has been the build for this has been kind of back and forth. It's kind of hard to say going in who's the actual favorite here because the build kind of played both sides of it. There's some dissension, but there's dissension on both sides. So I like the fact that you don't know going into this one. So you got a little bit of mystery here. So this one to me could be a coin flip.
I don't know. I think the Acclaimed are super over right now. They're one of the only things in AEW that's as over as they are. And they're teasing the split with Swerve. Will this be the night that they actually do it? I don't know. I'm sticking with the Acclaim to retain on this one. Keep building on the Swerve split story or just finalize it. I don't. Yeah, nobody wants to see tag team champs start splitting while holding the belts, and we all know they're about to split. So, but yeah, scissor me, daddy. I'm in. Let's
I'm all in with Ashley here with the scissor me daddy lifestyle. I got the Acclaim. I think this is the end of Swerve and Our Glory. They're probably going to break up
Tony
here.
pick something different.
I wish I could, but
bet on Bearcat, baby. Keith Lee, Bearcat Lee, which was a brilliant Vince McMahon idea.
I take it Phil's going for Swerve in Our Glory.
Yeah. Swerve in Our Glory.
Okay.
It's going to swerve all you motherfuckers.
All right. So this actually could be a really good match. Now, the first match between these two teams was so damn good, they should have called the audible there and put the belts on the Acclaimed. Instead, they didn't. They made a more convoluted rematch and then made the title switch. They've got a chance to right some of the wrongs that they forced in that second match here, so I'm looking forward to this one. I really hope that this is as good as the first encounter. Ashley says, I feel like they'll lose when Keith will turn on Swerve. Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
the next match has potential to be match of the night. If it's the one I think it is.
Okay, well, let me see. Every time I hit back, it makes me reload the entire damn thing. If you're talking about the four-way for the Ring of Honor title...
The Ring of Honor Championship with Chris Jericho, Claudio Castagnoli, Sammy Guevara, and Bryan Danielson. And I'm really looking forward to the incredible 5-star effort that Chris Jericho is going to put into this match.
Well, Phil, who you got in this one then?
I'm going to let you guys go first.
I'm torn on this one because this is the Ring of Jericho match is what this is. Claudio being the former champ, Sammy Guevara is not taking it. He's just going to be kind of a distraction through the whole thing on Jericho's side. I could see them putting it. So here's what's going on is they're trying to do the Ring of Honor TV. And so having Jericho as the champ, you get a big name guy on there when they're trying to strike a deal. Apparently it doesn't look like that's working. So throw it on Danielson. Does Danielson look better to Ring of Honor TV people?
Well, him and Claudio. I mean, Claudio was the champ before Jericho took it.
Yeah, but he's not a well-known name to everybody.
Right, Danielson was such a legendary champion on the indie scene, especially with the Ring of Honor. So and is this where they finally pull the trigger on because Jericho's beaten Danielson 3 times. So is this going to be 4? Or
well, Danielson but he tapped out to Claudio last week. So that's where this one I have zero confidence in who's going to win, and every time I pick Chris Jericho, I get screwed. So I don't know what to do here because I want to pick Jericho, but I always lose when I pick Jericho.
I'm picking Jericho. I'm picking fucking Jericho.
So Tony's got Jericho. Chicken, who you got?
I think right now Jericho thinks he's money, and he's convinced Tony Khan that he's money. And
well, he built AEW, so he's thinking, I can build you Ring of Honor too.
See, that's what I mean, though. Without Punk, Jericho has convinced Tony Khan that he is the top star. And I mean, to be fair, who's
the bigger name?
He's got the biggest name in the company now that Punk is gone. Yeah. So I think that this is going to be kind of fucky, but Jericho's going to end up walking away with it somehow, some way. Actually, this Sammy will be a good start to a storyline of betrayal because the interview yesterday shows he will turn on Jericho. Now, that's the other thing. If it's not Jericho, in my opinion, it's going to be Sammy by fluke accident, and that'll cause tension between them. Yeah, because that's the thing.
They're going to feud, but it's not going to be. It'll be because of this match. That's why I am picking Bryan Danielson. Fuck it, let's do it.
Think about this though. If Sammy walks out the champ here, that'll be Jericho going, look, see, my title run was worth something,
you can't talk me into going with Sammy on this one.
I'm telling you, if I wouldn't pick Jericho, Sammy's my backup for sure. Because Danielson has proven that he doesn't seemingly care to ever win again. He just lets everybody beat him. Claudio, for whatever reason, just gets beat no matter what company he works for. Jericho loves Sammy, and Jericho's pet project has been Sammy since the inception of this company. I'm telling you, this is the way that Jericho can justify beating Danielson 3 times, winning the belt from Claudio. Look, I'm dropping the belt to a young up-and-comer that I think is just one of the pillars of this company. I guarantee you, this is more political bullshit. If Jericho doesn't keep the belt, it's going to go on Sammy tonight. But I'm picking Jericho.
So, Phil, why are you picking Claudio?
Well, I was going to say I'm going with the person with the most charisma, most sex appeal, most just animal magnetism, and most TV just name recognition, Claudio Castagnoli. But let me think here for a second here. So, Tony, you got Jericho.
I've got Jericho.
Chicken, you've got Danielson.
Yep.
Gonna be honest with you guys here. I see 0% chance of the Ring of Honor World Champion being Sammy Guevara while the TV champion is Samoa Joe. Seems a little off there. I want to go with Danielson. Yes, I'm going with Danielson. Right. Yes, I'm sorry.
That makes me really hate my pick now that Phil and I align on something.
I was like, because I was gonna go with like I was gonna put over like Claudio, like he was just like the second coming, but then Chicken just you cut my joke out from under me. So, but yeah, Claudio, I would say Claudio's the third in line to win this match. Sammy being the least likely.
Grow the Farm Up says, I know less about AEW than KOE knows about American football. Enlighten me.
These are facts. AEW is a billionaire's son's basically fantasy football league come to life. He gets to play fantasy football with real humans. Basically.
Yeah, Grow the Farm Up. It's Tony Khan is the guy behind AEW, and his other project would be the Jacksonville Jaguars, and they also own a football team.
I don't know.
I can't remember. It's not one of the good ones, I can promise you that. All right. Next up, we're almost through this thing. We've got the interim AEW Women's World Championship.
Oh, thank God. We didn't have enough.
Toni Storm versus Jamie Hayter. Now, this one, I'll be frank, this one is like a deadlock for me. I'm torn on this one because I'm high on Jamie Hayter. I really am. I think she's got all the tools. I think she's got the size. She's got the in-ring. I think they're going to eventually put the belt on her. I don't know if it'll be tonight because they're really high on Toni Storm as well, and they put the belt on her to begin with for a reason. And I just don't know if this is going to be the one where they pull the trigger. I really don't. This is a coin flip one for me.
I got Toni Storm. Don't
I got
put a
Tony
belt on her. You can't keep having this asterisk by her name with this interim women's world championship. Like we got to solidify this. We got to move forward. Pick a champ. Toni Storm.
See, and that's kind of where I was at with it because they're so close to finally.
I'm with you guys. It's got to be Toni Storm. She's the bigger name. Sorry, like I'm just going by bigger names.
I think it's because they're almost figuring out: are they actually going to try to bring back Thunder Rosa?
Yep.
And if it comes down to, I don't think it matters.
Hayter can still be in the picture down the road.
Yeah. I think if they can manage to convince Toni Storm to have one match, bring Thunder Rosa back for one match, have her drop the belt, and then they can say goodbye. Ashley says Jamie, but I feel like Thunder Rosa pops in tonight. See, and that's the thing. They may have it figured out where I think it makes more sense to have Toni Storm versus Thunder Rosa if they can line.
Oh yeah.
So I gotta pick Storm here, but this one could go either way. I really think it could.
Thunder Rosa's greatest opponent and rivalry in AEW has been contract negotiations.
Grow the Farm Up says I'm taking the chick with her mouth closed on the screen. Hater, there we go.
Okay.
Jeremy Cootert says Jamie, and Bandit says Matt Walsh is winning this one. And Ashley thinks this is going to be Jamie.
What is a women's champion? I'm Matt Walsh, and I'm here to ask, what is a women's champion? Is an interim champion a women's champion? I don't know. Like, goddamn,
that's true.
That's hilarious.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. All right, I won't give you too much shit for that one. Moving down the card, we're almost there, folks. This is it. The main event. Holy shit, we made it. Now,
looks like we made it.
Yeah, Ashley's also over the interim nonsense. Agreed.
Yep.
So, we've got AEW World Champion Jon Moxley defending against the devil himself,
Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Better than you, MJF. Now, guys, can I just go ahead and take this one here?
I mean, if you'd like.
The winner of this match this evening, the one who's going to be holding the belt up high, is a man of honor, a man of esteem, a man that is better than you, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Yeah, MJF is taking the fucking belt tonight, taking his fucking place as the true greatest attraction in AEW, and that's it.
Okay. Right. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Is there a bigger star that's more worthy? No. I'm sorry.
No.
Jon Moxley is champion. Been there, done that repeatedly. We don't need it anymore. We need MJF holding the title. We need someone with the charisma, somebody with the youth, somebody with the fucking fire in his belly, willing to actually try to make something of a title run. We need MJF in there. So, yeah.
Ashley says the way that you said that gave me Heyman vibes.
Thank you. Like,
yeah.
Don't make his head blow up.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Chicken Joe, like, don't encourage him, please.
So...
This goes off screen too. If you don't know, when you inflate his ego live on the internet, it just continues on when we stop going live.
Yeah, so Tony and Chicken are gonna have to deal with this for days now.
Throw the farm up as Marjorie Jefferson Freeman, MJF all the way. Bandit, I see he goes by MJF. His real name sounds like an accountant.
Yeah.
I just love it. His catchphrase. It's me, better than you. Maxwell Jacob. It's beautiful. You just want to hate him.
So, Chicken, you've got John Moxley?
No, I got MJF as well. This story doesn't make sense unless he wins. John Moxley needs to take some time off. He kind of stepped in at the 11th hour after that whole media scrum shit last time. And then now they get to right the wrong. Because who doesn't want to watch not only MJF win this, but MJF give a media scrum that's not going to cause the company to damn near go under and cause a whole bunch of people to get suspended.
I was about to say, I'll be watching MJF's media.
The media scrum with MJF will be so much better.
The thing you got to remember here, I guarantee this is going to be an MJF win, because this is not the first time that these two have wrestled for the championship. This is going to be righting the wrong of that flub, because MJF should have won it before.
The last time
these two went at it.
You could almost made the argument it was a little too early. Now it's almost, you've taken too long.
But not just because of that, but because they have been pretending that MJF is turning babyface. He had his his second de facto faction, the fucking Firm, and they turned on him, right? And he wants to beat John Moxley the right way, and he wants to do it by the books, and he wants to prove to William Regal, who's been taunting him this whole time, that he can do it without a bunch of bullshit. And now here's how this is going to go. No, the Firm was a fucking swerve. They're still with him. They're going to help him win the belt. Hell, William Regal might even join him.
Regal's going to go. Regal's going to be involved in this, and MJF's going to go mega heel. This is going to be epic.
Yeah, this is going to be mega heel MJF winning for sure. Hands down.
Oh, beautiful.
It's going to be great. And I don't think they had to go that way. There didn't need to be a swerve, because you can sense it coming. But if you turn Regal heel in the process,
the swerve's coming in the Keith Lee match.
Thank you, Phil, for that. You dick. God. Asshole. Throw the farm up. Andrew Tate versus the World. I'm taking Tate.
Now, okay, on that note, I've made this clear many times, and I will make it clear here on the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast. I have called out Andrew Tate to face me in a U.S. cage match here in the States. Just get any old commission to okay it stateside, and you come on over to the U.S., Andrew, and we'll get in the MMA cage, and we'll tussle it out and see what happens. Whatever happens, happens. Now, Tony, I don't know if you know this. Andrew Tate has yet to get back to me.
Yeah,
so clearly he's ducking me. So you see who blinked first, folks. You see who blinked first.
Ashley says CM Punk could pop in the main event and spoil it. You know what? That would be one of the greatest swerves of all time if they somehow managed to kayfabe this whole press scrum thing.
If he's somehow still under contract, that'd be
great.
Yeah, Punk comes in with a bag full of muffins.
Yeah.
Sorry, you've been talking shit. Just eating muffins to his press scrum is the weirdest thing. These are some special Chicago muffins. They're great muffins. Check out these muffins. And I was like, he was eating them through the whole scrum.
Does this make KOE the real top G?
I mean, yes. I'm the top G. I'm the KOE. I'm even the KOG, even. The king of the top G.
Even if you are the top G, you're not the Tony fucking G. The 14-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion who will successfully defend his title tonight and remain your undisputed world champion.
Well, unless Danielson wins.
Unless Danielson wins, but then Chicken will be the champ, because Phil, your picks are absolute.
I am gonna fucking win like you wouldn't believe tonight.
Your picks are booty, Phil.
Hey, and when I'm twerking my way to victory, I want you to remember that.
All right, I can't believe we made it through this entire prediction show without drinking. So
well done.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, we did because we were having technical difficulties. I didn't have time to pour anything. So,
Yeah.
folks, if you got any more comments about this show coming up, Chicken, you're going to get the show ready to rock for us to consume. And, folks, excuse me, we will be back here after AEW Full Gear goes off the air. Once it's all said and done, and you want to hear what we think about it, you want to tell us what you thought about it, you want to disagree with us, join us right back here at the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. Let us know.
And Chicken, anything you'd like to say to the people at home?
No, appreciate y'all tuning in. Thanks for the comments, and let us know what we got wrong in there. And like Tony said, be sure to come back, check us out, not only for post show, but all future, whether it be WWE or AEW predictions, reviews, all that good stuff in the future. Make sure you check us out on all platforms. We are,
Yes.
That's it. Take it away,
folks,
Phil.
As I'm known to say around here, all that being said, thank you for joining us here at the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast on YouTube and Spotify, folks, for our preview and prediction of Full Gear. Be sure to come back right here for our review of Full Gear AEW, folks, and that's coming in a few short hours, folks, so don't you dare make sure to keep your eyes on this space. But folks, I am the devilishly handsome outlaw himself, your king of extreme, Phil KOE, the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man makes you the podcast coward, the prince and potentate of the political parlance, and the lord of the Scottish Highlands. You can find me at KOE Nation on YouTube, KOE Nation on TikTok, KOE Nation on Twitch. That's K as in King. O as in, oh my God, you can find KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. E is an extremely happy to know you can find KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. And folks, I hope all of you make it back here happy, healthy, much the wiser. Be sure to check out Chicken at Big Buckin' Empire on YouTube and Facebook, and now Big Buckin' on Rumble. The empire expands, folks. Also, check out Tony G, Tony the Rod 2.0 on TikTok. All of us can be found at Linktree/Big Buckin'. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. I hope you find yourself back here happy, healthy, much the wiser. God bless. T, take it away.
Yes, your humble champion. I hope the event's still going. That was an amazing outro, Phil.
I could go a little longer. The 14th time.
We're good.
Oh, okay.
Join us back here after the show. We're going to talk about it. You're not going to want to miss it because this is going to be. There's only going to be one new champion tonight for the men's world champion, and that's MJF, because this belt's staying right here, folks. So tune in after the show right here at the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast to see that live. We'll see you then.
And see if it just smooths itself out.
Back, tell you what I'll do if I ever get back. I promise to refabricate you, raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And